Lee and Abby today, 2 holdovers. Like, how did they help you make this transition in your first year here?
Oh, they were tremendous. From day one, I told this story, didn't quite make our social media, that a couple days after I was hired, we were bringing in like 4 kids on a visit, and the only person working for me then was Mikey. And Dee was like trying to get cleared in time to get here in time. We were about to make Sarah drive people around, and Lee and Abby came into my office and said, "Hey, let us take care of the tour. Like, we'll plan it all out. You probably haven't time to walk around campus. We'll take care of it." And I was like, "Great." And I like to tell that story because I think that just really speaks to who they are, that they love Marquette and they love this team, and it didn't matter that I was their new coach of 4 days or whatever it was. They wanted to help, and that's who they are, and they've just been tremendous as leaders as we've gone through the entire season.
Lee said that you actually recruited her a little bit.
I did. She didn't give me the time of day because she went to Duke. But yeah, I did try to recruit her when I was at Charlotte. I know her high school coach really well. I think I talked to her on the phone a couple times.
Yeah. Well, how have you seen her game like evolve since then, and even just throughout this season?
Well, I think how Lee has evolved the most is she's just become a complete player. I think for sure in high school, and I think her mentality for so long was to be a scorer because that's what she did, and she was really good at it. And we kind of had the mentality when we got to know her that we wanted her to be more than that. Obviously she has the ability to score in a variety of ways, but I think Lee is a fantastic rebounder. I think she is a great playmaker. Her defense has grown so much this year, and that, after Olivia Porter, she's our second kid that we put on a really good player. No way I would have done that in the summer, but she's bought in, and that's part of it. She's bought in and done everything we've asked her to do, and she's become a complete player.
I mean, she was in the portal, right? Like,
she was.
Did you have to? What was the sales pitch to her?
The truth, I told her if she wanted guaranteed playing time, she should leave. And I think she liked that, to be honest. Like, we're building something, and we came in with a clean slate, and I knew Leah a little bit, but I didn't know her, and I had no idea who we were going to bring in. And like, you needed to be here because you wanted to be here and play for Marquette and play together. And if you wanted a guaranteed role or guaranteed playing time, then I'll help you find somewhere else. And and I said that with lots of truth and love. And again, I think she liked that. She liked that there was not going to be any expectations over any of them. They were all going to get an opportunity to prove themselves, and that we would give her that opportunity, but that she was going to have to earn it. And that's no different than the message we gave every kid. And I think she, like I said, I think she liked that. She came back to me and said, "I want to stay," and I said, "Great."
20 wins so far this season. How do you feel like the team's overall progressed, especially on senior night tonight, honoring Lee and Abby? How do you feel about kind of Abby's journey and mixed in there too?
Yeah, well, I would say what excites me about this team is usually this time of year, I think you're just trying to maintain kind of a high level. I still think our team is getting better, which is kind of crazy to think about this late in the season. You look at our wins last week when Skylar didn't score a ton of points, and we've still found ways to win. Jaden Mason steps up, plays really well at Georgetown. We still have Kennedy Perkins played really well tonight. I thought Sharia Smith has continued to get better. Like, we're still growing and getting better, and that will serve us well to end the season, and that will serve us well going into year 2. And so I think that's what's been most exciting for me. And in terms of Abby, it's really great to see her play well tonight. She has been a joy to coach, mostly because of who she is and how great of a leader and teammate that she is. She does everything that we ask her to do, and she does it with a really high motor and to the best of her ability. And like, those are the types of kids that you dream about coaching.
You held them to, it was a program low, right? 36 points?
37.
Big East with 1 point.
Big East. Just defensively, what do you like about where your team is at right now?
Yeah, well, I would say, in specific to this game, I loved how we started. I thought it was really important for us to get to a good start on the defensive end, and really try to make sure our opponent didn't have a lot of hope. And that's kind of was our mentality. Let's come out from the start and be who we are. But defense is what we do. We've done that from day one. Like, our kids know for us to win, we have to defend at a really high level, because we have those scoring walls. Third quarter, we had scoring walls. We got some good shots. They just weren't going down. So we know we can always trust our defense. And I think what I like about our defense right now is they trust each other. To me, the best defensive teams have really great individual players, but together, they're even better. And I think when we're all kind of clicking on the same page and we trust each other to do our jobs on the defensive end, I think we're really good.
I remember being in this room with you after your first game and first win here at the Owl this season.
Mm-hmm.
You're done at the Owl in terms of the regular season, but what's your biggest takeaway from your first year back here?
Oh, that's hard because there's been so many great things. I tell people this a lot, like life is kind of crazy, like to kind of feel like it's full circle for me is just amazing. And there's so much about life that you work and you want to be the best version of yourself and you want your team to be the best, but there's something different when you're doing it at a place that you think you're meant to be. And that's my biggest takeaway. I believe that I was the right person at the right time to be hired here. And you can feel it because I think the way that this team's come together, the way that this community has rallied around us. I mean, a Thursday night game, how many people were here at the Al McGuire Center? It was incredible. And so I think it's kind of all come together in a really cool way. Because I'm at the right place and those that are around me at the right place, and when you kind of get everybody going in the same direction, that's when really special things can happen. And this is year one, and man, we're excited for 2, 3, 4, and beyond.
Heading into Big East and then potentially postseason play, how do you feel like, what's the biggest thing that's on top of your mind right now?
The biggest thing is just continue to get better. We have a really tough game at UConn, obviously on Sunday, on senior night there, and we need to go and compete and bring everything we have to continue to grow and get better, and that's what we need to do. And then we'll show up the next day and we'll get ready for the Big East tournament. But that's really on our mind. I had some people ask me this week, like, are you kind of preparing for Xavier and UConn because UConn's such a big game? No, we weren't. We prepared for Xavier. Like, that's the number one thing for us. We needed to win this game. Now we'll show up tomorrow and we'll prepare to beat UConn.
So just wanted to follow up on that. You said that the team earlier is continually improving, like not just, like you said, it's atypical kind of late in the season for teams to do this. Can you illustrate like an example of how they're doing it?
Well, I think a lot of it is individuals, to be honest. I think where we are as a team in terms of, our schemes and what we do and how we execute, I think we're doing that really consistently pretty well. I think where we're continuing to improve is we have individuals that are still really getting better. I mentioned Kennedy Perkins, who I thought played really well today. I think Sharia Smith has been playing very well for us. Jaden Mason is coming off the best game of her career at Georgetown. That's to do that late in the year shows improvement. Bridget Upberg is being able to bring us some minutes and been really impactful. Abby played really well. So I think it's individuals that are growing that collectively makes us better.